The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.
G'day there, a little something from the old perspective file. Although things are dire and dour and straight up and down bad in some areas, they are not as bad, let me tell you, not as bad as headlines would lead you to believe. The best line of high drama I've read this week was around jobs. It's like the Hunger Games, they said. Is it? Really? A lot of press has been given to those who have lost jobs of late. The reason for this is because we haven't gone through a job loss scenario for a while in this country, but if you've been around a while, it isn't like the Hunger Games or anywhere close to it. In fact, the unemployment rate is 4.3%. It might be a little bit higher given some of our data is a bit slow, but at worst, it's thought it may get to about 5%, maybe a little bit over. In a historic context, it's little more than normal. In other words, what we are living through is moderately normal. The same with interest rates at, about 6 point something, maybe 7%. Yes, a lot higher than what they have been, but in context, not remotely unusual at all. And in these examples is the value of institutional knowledge. Much of the coverage of job losses and the ensuing Hunger Games has been based around the public service, which brings in another interesting aspect of jobs and choices. I read the plight of a person recently laid off who was off to Australia because the work they did no longer existed here. They were going to Melbourne, where the government puts more funding into the social work that they do, which is great if that's your calling, but choosing a job so specialist it no longer exists surely was a risky choice in the first place. Like the person whose story I also read who had got laid off from the Auckland Light Rail project. I mean, surely when they applied, they knew that wasn't long for this world. Having lost a couple of jobs myself over the years, there is no question all of this sucks. I get that. Yes, it sucks, especially if it comes as no fault of your own. But the job ads may be down and the applications may be up. But at no point is what we're going through any more arduous, difficult or unusual than we have been through many a time before and indeed will go through again. What I suspect has changed is resilience. There isn't as much of it about these days, and that's why normal seems like the Hunger Games.
The Mike Hosking Breakfast, 6 to 9 weekdays on Newstalk ZB.